Welcome again to more Highway Blossoms. I got 10 views at my first video of this, so yeah, probably a good series. Seems like a smart idea. So I'm Marley, and we're just gonna keep going with this, I guess, until something better happens. Maybe I'll get an actual job. Let's put some music. Love the music. Oh, yeah. It's the part with the silence. We'll just pick up where we left off. She was reminiscing about something or other. Looking at old picture of her and whoever is the mysterious E. My favorite is the one of us in front of a museum for music. Rock and roll, to be specific. Oh, back. Even in the darkness, I can make out the picture hanging on the. Oh yeah, further ambient grams is our grandpa. Yeah. Museum for music. I was just a little pipsqueak back then, holding up an autograph vinyl sleeve that was about the size of my head, and suddenly the picture is in color. I must be hallucinating. He was by my side, squatting down and ruffling my hair as I gave the biggest smile I could, even with my missing teeth. Yeah, just like the shopkeeper. They must be related too. I let out a sigh and fixate on the ceiling skylight, a small sliver of the moonlight shining through. It feels like an eternity since I've laid down in this bed. I remember it felt like being hugged by a cloud. Now it feels like concrete. Yep. That's what happens when a bed is old. I guess. Does it? I'm confused. Tiny creaks sound from the room next door, accompanied by Marina's little squeaks of determination as she struggles with the fold-out bed, until finally I hear a loud thud. What? That was strange. I can't help but smirk a little. I should have warned her that it was heavy. The room over goes silent. No, but why didn't you stay and help her? That's what I'm wondering, like, if you knew it was heavy. I hope it didn't crush her. Like, just... Luckily, I soon hear footsteps tiptoeing across the carpet, then on the bathroom tile. They stop outside my door.
Hey, are you awake?
Yeah, she's gonna ask you for help anyways. Her voice is weak, barely above a whisper. It's almost impossible to hear as it's muffled through the door.
I know I've said it a lot already, but I really mean it. Thanks, Amber. Good night.
I continue to stay silent. In the darkness, the ceiling looked like it's constantly changing size and dimensions, sometimes getting bigger and further away, other times getting closer and smaller. I look down. Through the crack under the door, I can see her shadow turning around to leave. The words slip out of my mouth before she can even take her first step.
Night, kiddo.
Ooh. The intro logo now. Oh, was that on?
Night, kiddo.
Yeah, to click or... Yeah, I guess maybe. Most people imagine an Indian reservation as tucked away slice of heaven. Maybe some pocketed oasis of vibrant trees and flowing water in what is otherwise a wasteland. Those people are all wrong. The Navajo reservation is as sandy and barren as the rest of the desert. And what's that number? 22,000 475 miles. It's neither green nor fun-sized. Not that I hate it. The miles of faded highway roads speeds past me, blending together with the sand that stretches out far off rigid mountains. Yeah. It's like the same song over and over again at some point. It's a bit annoying. It's like there's a rhythm to it all. Behind me, Marina is still stretched out on the fold-out bed, cuddling the pillow, a substitute for a blanket that's long since fallen off her bed. My old gym's clothes are a little small for her, the shorts only reaching halfway down her tights. But hey, I'm not complaining. About what? Soon we're rolling into the town. It's Jack's namesake peeking over the horizon Shiprock. The town itself is typical for this desert. Nothing fancy like high-rise, just a whole lot of plain shacks sitting on top of a gravel, painted brown and beige. From behind me there's a light, almost fluffy yarn. I wonder how that bundle of joys handles morning. If she's anything like me, not very well. Should have taken a coffee before doing this. I mean tea.
Morning.
Yeah, want some tea?
Oh, hey. You're finally awake.
Uh-huh.
She yawns again and thumps back against the bed. Guess she's not a morning person. Yeah, that's why you need tea or coffee or your energy drink of your choice.
And there's still some coffee in the...
Oh wow, is that Shiprock?
Oh!
I take it back. Guess she is a morning person. Really scary in the morning too. Marina rushes behind me and grabs the back of the seats, her eyes sparkling.
It's huge! I can't believe we can see it from so far away!
On closer inspection, my clothes are way too tight for her. My poor shirt is being stretched to its limit. Of course, this doesn't seem to bother her at all. I don't know if I'm more embarrassed for myself or for her. I don't know.
Well, we have to get moving now, so go get dressed or whatever.
Sure thing.
She scampers off to the back, finally giving me room to breathe as I make my way to the driver's seat. Until I accidentally glance at the rearview mirror. In the middle of the motorhome, Marina slips out of her pajama and into her regular clothes. Oh my god, she's changing! And Amber can see her. So cute. Jeez, the bathroom is right there. But you're right there too? Maybe she's changing for you. Never know. I adjust the mirror and try my hardest to stay focused on anything else I can look at. Fully dressed, Marina pops back up beside me and settles in the passenger seat. The desolate road continues until suddenly, as if out of nowhere, we're greeted by a line of cars, RVs, buses, and every other kind of vehicle under this blazing sun, all lumped together, stacked one on top of the other, side by side, and every single one blasting their horns.
What the...
They're all going to Shiprock.
Whoa, you think this is because of the treasure?
No duh. I grit my teeth and flop back in my seat. I can only pray these are tourists, and I was the only one dumb enough to ignore this scam. No, well, she was dumb and you decided to follow her. You're ignoring it now? You're into the treasure hunt? Because it's a great treasure hunt. Treasure hunts, I live for that. We're soon assimilated into the traffic jams. Slowly the motorhome inches forward, but when we finally reach the front, a whole new monster awaits us. Laid out on the dirt, barely in the shadow of the looming mountain, is a giant cluster that can only be described as such. Carpets, tents, star boots, you name it. A chaotic horde of people crowd around the entire unorganized mess. I cringe at the very sight of it. I'm in hell. Marina pushes her face against the window, in awe of the sheer insanity.
I don't think I've seen this many people since the concert.
Oh god, she's going to break from the overstimulation. A chore of orange serenades dust from behind. Groaning, I pull forward and squeeze the motorhome into the nearest available space, stuffed tightly between everything else. Backing out is gonna be a real pain.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find that treasure!
Marina sits up and nearly leaps out of the car. I grab her wrist and I pull her back into her seat.
Just hold on a second.
Her enthusiasm fades.
Oh, that's right. You were only going to drop me off and leave.
That's so sad.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stick around a bit longer.
Oh, so sweet, Amber. A bit longer. If you were Canadian, you would be like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around forever now.
For real?
Just forever. She starts sniffling.
You're so nice to me, Amber. I think I might cry.
My god.
Hold it in. We gotta think of a game plan first.
Okay.
Marina returns to her usual happy-go-lucky self while I grimace at the chaos outside. If I suspend my disbelief and assume the treasure is real, where would we even start? We don't even have any equipment. Yeah, that's a problem.
I guess we may as well start by checking out the place.
I'm the first to make my way onto the sea of people. My nose is assaulted with smell of campfires and BO. What's a BO? Mask in the suntan lotion. Smells like tourist alright. Marina finishes her run around the motorhome, and others close to me. Her eyes still wide with wonder, but far less gung-ho than before. The two of us make our way through the makeshift campground, following a guardrail that's been set up to separate the visitor from the rock. All the while we pass different scenes starring all sorts of people. A news anchor elbowing nosily echoes out of the way while she tries to report men on top of motorhomes in lawn chairs strumming away on guitars. Even the vendor have set up shop here, selling overpriced, overripened fruit from their booths. Yeah, they're overpriced now, deal with it. Marina is speechless, looking on in overwhelmed curiosity and hovering so close. I keep tripping over her. I'm half expecting her to grab onto one of my belt loops. I'm surprised. I begged her to be pretty good with crowds.
Please stay behind the guardrail! I repeat, please stay behind the guardrail!
God, that was scary. Oh my god. A booming voice shouts over the crackling of a megaphone. Pushing toward the crowd, we're shoved into a part of the crowd that's mobbing by an opening in the guardrail. In the crowd, Yeah, there's not enough crowd. The word crowd is not used enough in that sentence. They're barreled for advancing by a lone man, standing on top of a folding chair and clutching his megaphone like a shotgun.
Stay behind the guardrail! Please be considerate of Navajo land!
Navajo land.
What's going on?
Navajo land.
Not sure. I think.
The sun reflects off the trunk behind it. I squint my eyes at the word printed on its side. Navajo Parks and Recreation.
It's the man?
The man?
The man?
The man?
Never mind.
The relentless crowd ignores him, ramming into each other as they fling old dictionaries worth of profanity at him.
This could get nasty.
It will.
Maybe they're moshing. People did that at the concert.
It's not the same thing.
Just what the hell kind of concert did you go to anyway?
Oh.
Just what the hell kind of concert did you go to anyway? Wait a second.
In the back of the mosh, distant from the calamity, is a familiar sight. Blonde hair intertwined and running through a dark red bandana.
What's wrong?
Is that Yankee girl again?
Remember that loud chick from the gas station?
A little. I was too busy with my slushie to really notice.
Oh, bless you, Marina.
Why?
I think we just found our first lead.
My voice trails off and I start toward the girl, pushing my way through the crowd.
Hey, Amber! Wait!
Putting on my person mask. What? I take a breath and place my hand on her shoulder with a forced smile. Yeah. What are you behind your person mask? Ah!
For the last time, old man, I don't have any!
Huh?
She whips around, her eyes prepared for murder, but her features switch to standby mode as she realizes her mistake.
Oh.
Sorry, but didn't I see you at that convenience store yesterday?
Oh, yeah, that dump. Outside of Roswell, right?
Yep, that was us. I'm Amber. The other girl is Marina.
And this is the rock behind me. Marina waves and I extend my hand. The girl's eyes narrow, but she eventually shakes it with a surprisingly strong grip.
Mariah.
Mariah Carey, yeah.
Everyone here for the treasure?
No, they're just here to look at the rock. It's such a beautiful scenery, right?
And they'd be idiots if they weren't.
Hey, what do you know? You were right, Amber.
You say that like it's a good thing.
You guys here for the gold too? Not sure why else somebody would come out.
She looks over the scenery and wrinkles her nose.
To this place.
Yep.
The ray of sunshine next to me is looking for the gold. I'm just the ride.
Oh, yes.
Step away from the guardrail! You're all getting out of hand!
Jeez, that's scary. The orb presses in, the yelling grows louder.
You aren't getting through, so I don't even know why.
A can of beer flies through the air and cracks him on the forehead, the liquid running down his face.
Oh, come on!
Navajo Parks and Recreation. They are trying to keep well-meaning treasure hunters from carving up the rock because of its religious significance.
It's like someone would try to carve up a church or something like that. It's the same thing. Like you wouldn't want that, right? don't know. Like, it's like, even if it's not really just like a piece of history, it's like a great big rock that people can see. I don't know, if you just like take it apart, there's no more rock.
Doesn't surprise me. This is a four-corner state, so there's lots of stuff like that out here.
I think it's sweet that they're trying to protect big ol' Shippy.
You gave the rock a nickname? What the hell, Marina? Marina stares at her as if questioning her entire existence.
But it's a rock.
Yes, it's an importantly cultural rock.
So?
It's only good for postcards and carving big monuments. Why is it such a big deal if people want to look for treasure up there?
Yes, but it's good for postcards. It's really good for tourists. I don't know. Can make a lot of money with tourists.
Well, it's not gonna make much of a difference either way.
Why's that? You a non-believer?
No, I'm just not a sucker.
Non-believer in what? Never a religion?
That's not very nice, Amber.
Well, it's true. It's obvious that this is just an elaborate scam and everyone got ripped off.
Before I finish my sentence, a cocky, overgrown smile makes way onto Mara's face, oozing with snide confidence.
What if I told you I could prove the treasure is real?
Yeah, prove it.
I'd say you're full of it.
Does that mean the treasure's real? Like, honest to goodness real?
Overwhelmed with excitement, Marina springs up and down, all while Maria gives a smug nod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, prove it! Prove it!
Oh, ye of little faith. I said I could prove it, didn't I?
Just prove it already!
And how exactly are you gonna do that?
Come back to my base full of highly trained elite treasure hunters. Then I'll show you.
Highly trained? Elite? Not so sure.
Elite what now?
Highly trained elite treasure hunters.
I just love the slow zoom that they made. Well, slow.
Right. Thanks, but no thanks. We'll pass.
Yeah.
What? But why?
Well, because...
Why?
You said we needed a game plan, right? This is the best chance we have right now.
Yep. That's terrifying, but true. A terrifying amount of determination it emanates from her as she forces an unwavering stare on me. Her gaze intensify. I look down at my dusty shoe and finally give in. Guess we're doing it.
Jeez, if it'll make you that happy, I'll do it.
Yay! We're going treasure hunting! She's really damn determined. I'll give her that much. I'm not sure I could have said no. Yes, those puppy eyes.
But this better be legit, you hear?
I point to Maria.
I'm not in the mood to be jerked around today.
Yeah, she doesn't look sketchy at all. Like, no.
Yeah, I'll keep my word.
Yup. She doesn't look like someone who's sketchy.
Hey! Stop it!
Jeez. We look back to the crowd. The guardrails have toppled over, and the crowd surges toward the man. They're gonna eat his brain! It's a zombie apocalypse.
I'm warning you! Stay back! I have a megaphone!
Yes, that gives you real authority. The crowd circles in around the chairs and topples over, the man crashing down with it. Why would you assault the guy? Just doing his job, you know?
We should probably scram.
Way ahead of you.
Sleek and lavish, Maria's motorhome is like a mansion on wheels. Its chromy black paint is so fresh that you can practically smell the primer.
Here we are! Base, sweet base!
Motorhome, sweet motorhome, maybe? She throws the door open.
Joe! Tess! Buck up, we have guests!
They're elite treasure finders! Maria and I shoot each other an unsure glance, then enter the motorhome.
Oh, hey. Did you finally manage to make some friends?
Oh, she's lonely.
Blow it out your ass, slacker!
Yes, elite slacker. It's just as big and expensive on the inside, making my RV look like a toilet in comparison. Well, it's still better than her green car. Like, yeah, RV is better than a car if you're in the desert. I don't know. It's definitely a luxury class, unlike my Class C. Or at least it would be a luxury motorhome if not for the seemingly random decor. How does the decor make it less luxurious? The wall is littered with posters of ska bands. The worst genre of music. Yeah, that's just your opinion. I don't know ska, but I mean, people like it. So it's good genre of music. All music is good. Even where there are the license plates scattered everywhere. Some in boxes, some on the table, and some strung together like a wind chime. Yeah, we can see it behind them. A bean bag in the corner and big bottles of empty beer and liquor cast off on the ground. The place looks more like a frat pad than a base. An impression further aided by the guys sprawled out on the couch, his head wrapped in a bandana like Maria's.
Someone's feisty today. No luck with the treasure, I take it?
Yeah, bandana girl, bandana guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Yeah, elite treasure finders.
Hey now, me and Tess were holding down the fort. That's a very important job.
That's an elite job. He gestured at the cot above him, a hollow space under some cabinet. It looks like a row of cupboards used to be there, and were stripped out to make room for it. Lying it on top of it is a little girl facing the other direction, fiddling with something I can't make out. She's wearing another identical bandana. They're the bandana gang.
Isn't that right, Tess?
Yup. Oh, she's tiny. She doesn't talk. Tess barely gives a barely existent nod and continues tinkering.
See, what did I tell you?
Has she been like this the entire time?
Yep. She hasn't moved since you left this morning. It's kind of sad.
She's lonely.
Please. Don't think I haven't noticed you were on that couch when I left.
Guilty as charged.
I clear my throat, reminding them of her presence.
Oh, right.
Yeah, right.
This is my team.
Of elite treasure finder.
The lug who's become one with the couch is Joseph, and the squirt is my kid sister Tess. Joe, Tess, this is Alyssa and Melina.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, great names.
Amber and Marina.
No. You've been renamed. You've been renamed. I don't care.
Whatever. They're looking for the treasure too.
Yes, like everyone out there.
Hey there, ladies.
Hey there, Joseph. I can only hope the highly trained elite team are hidden in the bathroom. Oh, right.
Hey, I'm Marina. It's really nice to meet you.
Marina jumps in front of me, taking hold of the current conversation by its throat. Yes, she's strangling it. Dead!
The other girl is Amber. Say hi, Amber.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Don't mind her. She's just grumpy.
No, she's just realistic.
I'm not grumpy.
You sound pretty grumpy to me.
I am not grumpy! Yeah, that should be her. I groaned and stopped muttering nonsense under my breath. I don't think being realistic would make me grumpy.
She doesn't think the treasure exists.
Uh-oh, Mariah, we've got a non-believer in our midst.
We must convert her! Why do they keep saying that? It's like it's a religion. It's a sect. The sect of treasure.
Why do you think I brought her here?
If you think you'll be able to convince me that this treasure is real, then fine. But you have another thing coming.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
Adventure!
Back in my motorhome. We can take you and your sense of adventure back to Carlsbad if you want.
No thanks.
Oh, she's so mean.
Carlsbad? California?
New Mexico.
Rolling her eyes, Maria walks over to a drawer. From inside, she pulls out something wrapped in cloth and brings it over to me.
Go ahead. Take a peek.
Her smile reappears, curling across her face as if this were a game, and there's no way she could lose. Isn't it? I bring my head onto the rack and unwrap it.
What? No way. Is this?
That's right.
It's a piece of treasure. Lying swaddled in the cloth is a yellow nugget. No, it's golden. It's a golden nugget. It's made of gold. It's not yellow. Oh, whatever. I give it a squeeze. It's soft. Definitely not a piece of pirate.
It's gold!
It's gold.
But how?
How?
You know the miner who hid the treasure? That's Joseph's great-great-uncle.
You're lying.
I can testify for that. It's true.
Yes. No, that wouldn't stand in the court of law. Just hearsay.
This thing is a family heirloom.
More like it was lying forgotten in my basement until we stumbled across it as kids.
Family heirloom. Same thing.
After that, I heard great tales of the miner and his hidden treasure.
She went to the library and found old newspaper clippings making fun of him.
Priceless.
Then, I made it my life's goal to find his treasure.
And then you came when everyone was coming to look for his treasure. Not ahead of time or something.
She's been obsessed with it ever since. Help.
Yes. Let me help you with that.
That's a load. I saw you at the store yesterday. If you knew so much about the treasure, then why did you have to buy one of those journals?
Another side of my family probably got the journal after he kicked it. We didn't hear about it until everyone else did.
So complicated.
This doesn't prove anything.
Marina shoots me a skull, similar to the look she gave the clerk yesterday.
What are you trying to say?
Yes, Amber. What are you trying to say?
Sis,
Oh, she talks. Tess talks. Oh my god. Oh, she fits just right in. Does she have an umbrella on her back? Is that the cane? Then Tess faintly moves up and down from her cot. Another light and sense plays wind chime in her hand. The plays clanking together as she runs over to Maria.
Sis, I finished it.
Marina. You have to keep track of the name. She says this without the hint of emotion, and her eyes in a constant half-open state. This is a YouTube video brought to you by no one. So much enthusiasm. It's kind of unsettling.
How many is that now? 44?
Yes. All of the wind chimes, black things.
45.
Mariana bends down to Tess' level and greets her.
Oh, are you collecting license plates?
Maybe?
Uh-huh. I only have 5 more until I have all 50 states. And what state do you have there? New Mexico.
New Mexico. Her voice and expression don't change, still as dry as the desert air. Didn't you notice? Her eyes, they're wide open now. Maria scoffed.
At least yesterday wasn't a complete waste of time. That junker was a piece of crap.
Wait a second.
All the parts were rustier than my ass. Even the scrap metal wasn't worth it.
Oh my god.
Just be thankful we found it. We'd be busted if I hadn't salvaged the good bits. Besides, that money is going to keep us from starving.
I look at Marina, but she doesn't seem to have put it together. Yeah, it's her car.
About that car you found. That wasn't outside Roswell, was it?
No, it was another car. Marina's eyes go wide, realization finally penetrating her skull. And I stole your car.
Yeah, not too far from the store. What do you care?
It's her car! I can feel my blood begin to boil. Marina can feel it too.
Amber?
Calm down, Amber. I wanted to give those kind treasure my car. You look sort of kind. Every part of me is shaking. I struggle to spit out the words.
Her car was stolen outside of Roswell yesterday. It was out of gas, so we went to get some.
Josephine next to realize it, followed by Tess.
Oh, crap.
So?
I can't hold it in anymore. Sorry, Marina.
So? You stole her car and dismantled it!
Joseph jumps off the couch and apologetically bows repeatedly, all in one swift motions. Each bow makes me a little bit angrier.
Joey said it was okay.
Yeah, you should definitely trust him. He seems reliable.
I thought it was! Mariah gave the go-ahead!
You told them it was alright?
Yeah, so? It's your own fault for leaving it out there.
How? How on earth is it our fault that it broke down?
You know, finders, keepers.
It's a freaking car!
Tess tugs on my shirt.
What?
I don't mean to, but the word snaps out of my mind. My mouth, the tiny girl shrinks away. Alright, Amber, just calm down. We can talk this out.
Here.
She holds out the wind chime made of Marina's license plates. Her eyes cast downward.
You can have it.
Never mind. Calming down isn't gonna happen. Her hand grasps my shoulder. I turn to Marina. She shakes her head and smiles.
Amber, it's okay.
Yeah, I just lost my car, my phone, my wallet, everything. And those guys took it.
But
Really, it's fine.
Yes, I have another card just in my pocket. She bends back down to Tess and smiles reassuringly.
You can go ahead and keep it, sweetie.
Yeah. The trio, Maria included, are taken it back by Mariana's safe, saint-like reactions. She must be Canadian. Yeah. Why not give them another car? No problem.
Don't worry, guys. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just being nice. Joseph breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh God, thank you so much. We're all really sorry about this. Right, Mariah?
Yeah, nudge nudge.
Yeah, I guess.
About as fed up with this as I am, Joseph shuts her a glance and smacks her on the back of the head.
Ow! Alright, I'm sorry and stuff.
Marina, are you sure? They destroyed your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was pretty run down anyway.
And it was my cousin, or our brothers. This wasn't even our car. Who cares?
You're unreal. You know that?
Yes.
Anyway, we should head out now. We have a few things to take care of.
Thanks for showing us the gold. Now I'm sure the treasure's real.
Yeah, your wallet and your phone. Maybe those guys have it.
No problem, ladies. Again, really sorry for all the trouble. If there's anything we can do for you, just give us a shout.
Give us back the money and the cell phone
Sure thing.
that she forgot in her car. Oh, well. Guess not. We head out for the door, but Marina turns around before stepping outside.
By the way, was there a phone in the car?
See? She remembered.
The pink case, eh?
Did they sell it too?
Yeah, that's the one.
We kind of sold that too.
Oh. I seen transition. We're gonna stop there. Nice seeing you all. Like and subscribe to another channel where they make better video than this. See ya.